Hey, how you guys doing? This is Rich from Rich TV Live, and I wanted to go live to talk to you about the new Aurora Cannabis Superstore. So first and foremost, I have to give a shout out to two community members. Um, you know, it's the members that make our community the greatest and the biggest and the best. And we've been doing this since the beginning of January 2017, where we've been talking about cannabis stocks on YouTube. We were literally the first ever to talk about cannabis stocks on YouTube and consistently talk about cannabis stocks on YouTube. The first 5 cannabis stocks that we talked about were Canopy Growth, Aurora Cannabis, Afria, Organogram, and Chronos Group. I used to call them the Fab Five literally almost 3 years ago now. And it's interesting because had I only just focused on those 5, I actually would have been better off. And we were on the right track to massive success almost 3 years ago. And at that point, we really didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know what was going to happen. I don't think anybody really truly knew what was going to happen. All right. And now here we are, and you fast forward almost 3 years, and we've really come a long way. And I want to give some credit where credit's due and some special thanks to some members of our community for really taking this serious and wanting to lend a helping hand. So first and foremost, I got a video yesterday from Dave. Dave goes to the Aurora Cannabis store in Edmonton, makes a video, made me actually 3 videos, I believe. I edited it all together, created one little movie, an Aurora Cannabis movie. So Dave, I want to say thank you for bringing us that footage. I want to say thank you for letting us see the inside of the new Aurora Cannabis store. And once again, we were the first. Once again, we were the first to post a video of the inside of the Aurora Cannabis store, thanks to you, Dave. And then on the same day, while I'm editing that video, I get a message from another one of our members, DILLON FRASER, and he says to me that he's going to send me videos too. So not only did we get videos from Dave, who's a community member of Rich TV Live, we also got videos from DILLON FRASER, who also happens to be a member of Rich TV Live, happened to actually go to the new Aurora Cannabis store, and also was really nice enough to share 3 videos with us as well. So I want to give a shout out to Dave and DILLON FRASER, 2 members of the Rich TV Live community, for going into the Aurora Cannabis store, making videos, sharing the videos with me so that I could actually edit the videos and put it out for the entire community to see, so that we could be the first community ever to see the inside of the Aurora Cannabis store. I cannot explain to you how important that is. I've said this to you guys many times. I don't care how many views we get. I don't care how many subscribers we get. I do not pay for views. I do not pay for subscribers. We are actually growing organically, and the content that we have is 100% authentic, okay? And I really care a lot about that. To me, having authentic content is more important than anything. Having a community that's involved and engaged is more important for me than anything. And I really want to thank DILLON FRASER and Dave for bringing us that content of the inside of the new Aurora Cannabis Superstore. So once again, we could be the first. So not only were we the first to ever talk about cannabis stocks on YouTube on a daily basis, not only were we the first, and I started just the last couple of weeks, I started giving you guys reviews of real products. I started actually showing you guys real products. I started actually opening up the packages, unboxing the products, and showing you guys real products. This is what we do now. We show you guys the real. So not only were we the first to actually talk about weed stocks, we were also the first to actually show you the products, show you the inside of the products, unbox the products. We were also the first to do that. And now we were the first to actually show you the inside of the new Aurora Cannabis store. Thanks to you, the community. Thank you, Dave. And once again, thank you, DILLON FRASER, for sharing your time, sharing your effort, and taking the time to put together some videos for our community. It allows us to actually go on the inside of the store and get a better idea of what the store really is. what it's going to look like, what it's going to be, what types of products they were selling. And I think as an investor, it's a huge advantage to be able to see what's going on the inside. Hey, how you doing? Hi, Huang. Good morning. How you doing, gang? Hi, Huang says, what do you think about GGB? Will they hit $2? I like GGB. I think that their revenue growth is outstanding. However, they're deeply involved in the CBD game. And right now, I don't really understand what the FDA wants to do with CBDs in America right now. So I think we need to be very careful with CBD stocks, specifically in America, which once again is tilting the momentum for what I believe is going to tilt the momentum into the favor of the Canadian LPs right now, because the Canadian LPs don't have to deal with the FDA approval of CBDs. Nobody really knows what that's going to mean at this point. So I think it's going to be very interesting to see what exactly that's going to mean, what exactly that's going to turn into. But this week, the FDA did come out and say that if you want to sell CBDs and you want to put specific antidotes on your packaging, then they need to be approved by They need to be approved by the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration. I honestly don't know what this means for the sector. I think it's going to put a little bit of a black cloud over the CBD sector in America over the next few months until this all gets straightened out, because I don't think anybody really knows what exactly this means. Anthony Alvarez, good morning, Rich. Good morning, Anthony. How you doing, brother? Anthony asks, hey, Rich, what are your thoughts on 48 North? I like 48 North as a business, but it's the same thing I'm going to say to everybody. When you get a stock that's under $1, it's in no man's land and it's extremely risky. I'm not here to advise anyone to buy anything under $1. I think right now we need to invest in the best. We need to stay in our lane and invest in the best, invest in profitable companies. 48 North is not close to profitability. So anyone right now that is not profitable, I think, in my opinion, is very risky. And if you want to make money in the cannabis sector, I say invest in profits. Invest in TruLieve, invest in Grow Generation Corp, which will be on the NASDAQ on Monday. Invest in Valens Growworks, invest in MetaPharm Labs, Medicine Man. Those are some of the profitable companies in the sector. That's how I think we make our money. I think investing right now in companies that is not profitable is suicide. So I wouldn't be investing right now into future growth. I'd be investing right now into real revenue. Hi, Huang says, TruLieve and Canopy is the way to go. I like the way you're thinking. Canopy isn't profitable, but Canopy has billions of dollars in the bank. And they also have a $1 billion partner. So from that perspective, I believe you're right. They have a huge advantage. TruLieve is profitable. I think TruLieve is 100% the way to go right now. However, they are up 70% in the last 4 months. So I wouldn't suggest you chase them. I would suggest you watch them, you date them, you keep them on your watch list, keep them on your radar. And if you see a buying opportunity, you see a dip, that might be the time to position yourself, because anyone who's really doing real research and due diligence will find that TruLieve is the most profitable company in the sector, with the exception of Scott's Miracle-Gro. And by a long shot, it's not even close. Nobody's even close to TruLieve. So TruLieve has to be the first company that everybody thinks about. And if we really mature as investors in the sector and start understanding that we need to invest in money and profitability as opposed to investing in hype, then we are going to do much better in our portfolios in 2020 than we did in 2019. Good morning, Shin Park. Lucky Dog says, good morning, Rich. What about VFF? I like VFF. It's one of the companies that I think has a ton of potential. Another company that has a profitable operating adjusted income. And I believe they have the potential to be a giant. However, Village Farms has already exploded. So because Village Farms has already exploded and had a huge run up, we need to be careful with stocks that have run up, and we need to be patient. We need to date them. We need to watch them, and we need to find the bottom. Lucky Dog says, Terry Booth bought November 27th, $992,925 worth of Aurora stock. Yeah, and why not? You know, he knows it's really underappreciated, undervalued, underexposed. And whenever you see an insider buying at that level, you must assume that he knows that something good is coming. So I think that's a good sign. It's a sign of confidence. I'm not suggesting you go out there and buy Aurora, but I think Aurora has to be one of the companies that everybody's watching, because yeah, they're not profitable yet, but I believe that they will be profitable in the next few quarters. And when they do, watch out. That bad boy's going to blow. Hi Huang says, buy low, sell high, boys, and don't panic. I agree. Panicking isn't going to help anybody make any money, and it's definitely not going to help anybody win. Chad asks, what company do you think is better long-term, Aurora or Trulieve? It's a very tough question. I think strictly because of the fact that Aurora is so low, I think that long-term, they've got some incredible upside from these prices. But I think Trulieve is on the right track. I think Trulieve is doing something very special. They've got a higher adjusted operating income than anybody else, other than Scott's Miracle-Gro, which is clearly the best at trading at $100 and $3 billion in revenue and $370 million in operating, net income. I think that Scott's Miracle-Gro is the leader and everybody else is following. I think Trulieve is the leader right now in adjusted operating income, and they need to be on everybody's short list of companies that they're watching. Shaniqua Perry says, good morning. I love your videos. Very helpful. I appreciate you guys, man. I do this for you guys, and I know a lot of you guys do this for me, so I really appreciate you guys. It was very helpful when Dylan, Fraser, and Dave shared those videos because I'm not in Edmonton. And it's like quite a long drive, and it's a flight, and I didn't really want to fly to Edmonton just to make a video. So it was pretty cool that two members on the same day went to the new Aurora Cannabis store in West Edmonton Mall, the new Superstore for Aurora Cannabis, made videos, sent them to me, and I was able to actually share them with the community. That really made me feel special, and it really made me realize how powerful our community is. And this isn't about views, and this isn't about subscribers, and this isn't about likes. This is about our community. Our community allows us to be first. So anytime any of you guys go to a dispensary, you unbox a new product. Let's say you go and you get yourself a new product, right? And you want to open it up, and you want to look at it, you want to smell it, and you want to share it, right? You want to share it. You want to show it, right? Anytime you do this, make a video, send it to me. I'll put it out there, man. Because if you're taking the time to give me a video, then I'm going to take the time to share it. You know, if you're going to take the time to give me content that I don't have, I'm going to take the time to share it. I'll edit the videos if I need to. The only advice I can give you guys, and I was telling this to some of our members that were sending me videos yesterday. Only advice I can give you guys is when you make a video, turn your phone sideways. Because if you turn your phone sideways, I'll actually be able to get the entire video. If you keep your phone up, it only records 1/3 of the screen. So it's not as good of quality of a video. Hey, Dylan, what's going on, brother? I was just giving you a shout out, bro. Thank you for the videos yesterday, Dylan. I really appreciate it. And I know the community really appreciates you guys going inside to the new Superstore at Aurora Cannabis and giving us an inside look of the store first. Once again, making us the first to bring content of the new Aurora Cannabis Superstore on YouTube. We're once again the first. Thanks to you, Dylan, Fraser, and Dave for bringing us the videos and bringing us the content. You guys are unbelievable members of the community. It really means a lot, man. It makes me realize how special this community really is. Chad says, I'm heavily invested in Aurora. Actually, my whole portfolio is 100% Aurora. I have about 4,500 shares at $5.90. I'm not sure if I should average down or just start investing in another company. I think Aurora has a great future. I don't think there's anything wrong with averaging down at these prices. I think if you do, then you're going to win. I really do. There's always a chance it could go lower, but I also think that the upside is tremendous at these levels. I will not be surprised to see Aurora go back to $10. So when they do go back to $10, not if, but when they do go back to $10, we're talking about like 200% upside from here, which, I mean, that's incredible upside. So I really like these prices for Aurora. Dylan Fraser says, what's up? Of course, we are here for the community. I'll do more. I appreciate you, man. And I know the community does too. You know, you can see the views on those videos. Those videos are starting to get more and more views. People are watching them. People appreciate that content. And that's what I'm here for. Honestly, I don't care about the views. I care about being able to bring you guys information and education and entertainment first so that you guys have a place to go and see the inside of these stores. Get a chance to see the products, see the pricing, get a chance to learn about the customer service. So we as a community, as we grow literally all over the world, we could have members making videos in Germany, America, Canada, Mexico, Colombia, Africa, Europe. I mean, hopefully we can have members making videos from all over the world. You guys can send them to me and we can share videos from literally all over the world. As cannabis gets legalized all over the world, we can make videos and we can show and share our story with the world. That's my vision. And because we have such a large community all over the world, why can't we do it? We can. And you guys are out there buying products anyways. You guys are testing products anyways. You guys are going to new stores anyways. Just turn on the camera. Just turn on the camera, send the video. I'll give you a shout out. If you've got a social media link you want, you've got an Instagram page and you want to bring some visibility to it, I'll put a link to your Instagram page. I have no problem helping you guys grow because you guys are helping me grow. So this is like people helping people. And that's really the whole idea behind the Rich TV Live community. This isn't about views and this isn't about becoming the biggest YouTuber. That's not why I do this. I do this because I love it. I truly love the sector. I love cannabis. I love the cannabis plant. I love all the benefits of cannabis. I have a CBD business. I obviously have a media company. I'm a YouTuber. I'm a social media influencer. And I love what I do and I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. And I only want to get bigger and better at this so we don't have to do anything else. That's my goal. And I really appreciate you guys helping me achieve my goals and being a part of this because you guys are a part of this. The Rich TV Live community is about the people. I'm just the messenger, man. I'm just the messenger. I just deliver the news. I talk about it. We communicate and we share information. But at the end of the day, it's the community that makes this platform so special and so unique. George Soros says, you don't take a break just to think what are you saying about cannabis that you have a lot of uncertainty about in the future and politicians will crush the sector. Yeah, politicians are not going to crush the sector. Like, are you on another planet? This sector has already been crushed and the worst is behind us. We are going to full-blown legalization all over the world and we're just getting started. Canada's already legal. America is following suit and more countries will continue to follow suit. Politicians crushing the sector. That's part of legalization. That's part of prohibition. I mean, last time I looked, alcohol is on every single corner in Canada and the United States and probably the world. So why wouldn't cannabis follow suit? It will. It's going to take some time, but we plan to be here every step of the way. Lucky Dog says, thanks, Dylan. Rich, when will we see the numbers for ISH, Meta, North, the retailers? It's coming. It's coming. These stores are brand new. They're just getting started. As more and more companies are getting legalized, as more and more stores are opening up, as more and more people are actually feeling comfortable to go to the stores, you're going to see the revenues will ramp up. And as we see edibles start showing up on the shelves and cannabis-infused beverages start showing up on the shelves, there's going to be more revenues. More people are going to go into the stores to buy those products. And I really see the revenues grow tremendously. Chad says, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, Chad. I appreciate you guys. Lucky Dog says, Dylan, could you video other stores in Edmonton? Would be awesome. Yeah, I think it would be great for Dylan to make more videos, but we need to have everybody making videos. If everybody's making videos, do you understand how big this can get? Do you see what we could do? We can literally change the world. We can literally change the world. Dylan Fraser says, watching Tico this morning, LHS just might be changing their downtrend. He was very positive about LHS. LHS was the only one he was optimistic about. Just heads up for this week. Yeah, well, Liberty Health Sciences was one of my top picks for my top 10 for December 2019. I think that they've definitely turned the corner. They are on the path to profitability, and they are doing some big things. So yeah, I think Liberty Health Sciences needs to be put on everybody's watch list, everybody's radar. But once again, another company under $1. So be very careful. Anything under $1 is very risky. And I told you guys, once a company goes under $1, it's no man's land. Anything's possible. So just be careful. Uber Forever says, Rich, you should listen to Soros. He broke the Bank of England and he kept his profit. Yeah, if that was the real Mr. Soros. Dylan Fraser says, Lucky Dog, yes, I'll do more stores. Fire and Flower are right beside where I live. There are lots of stores in Alberta. I'll try and hit them up. I'll send videos to Rich. More products, more vids. I appreciate you, Dylan. Thank you so much, my friend. Apely Kakinen says, isn't George Soros living in Canada? I have no idea. George Soros is pretty rich. I think he can live everywhere all at the same time. Dylan Fraser says, catching some market share in Florida. Yeah, Liberty Health Sciences is doing some big things in Florida. That's 100% true. So I'd love to know what you guys think of the Aurora Cannabis store. From what I saw, it looked like the store looked like an Apple store. From what I saw, it looked like an Apple store. And I've been saying this from the beginning. I think that Aurora Cannabis is the future Apple of cannabis. They've got over 1 billion shares. Apple's got over 4 billion shares. Apple's in over 100 countries. Aurora's in already 25 countries. Apple's got products that everybody in the world wants. Aurora Cannabis has products that everybody in the world wants. I just see a lot of similarities. And then I look at the store. It looks like an Apple store. Clean, professional, organized, lots of customer service. I remember when Apple first opened up their stores, and they weren't very busy either. Now you go to an Apple store, at least here in Canada, especially in Vancouver, always busy. Always busy. So for me, I was really, really impressed with the store because it didn't look like a cannabis store. It looked like an Apple store. Didn't look like a grungy, underground, illegal dispensary. It looked like a professional store. This is the direction that cannabis is going in. And I love it. Absolutely love the direction that we're going in. Lucky Dog says, what is your go-to first news source for cannabis stock news? Are you asking me that question? I mean, I use everything. New Cannabis Ventures, Market Watch. I'm on everywhere, right? Like Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn. I'm everywhere on social media, Instagram, and I get the news from my Telegram group, from my WhatsApp groups. I'm pretty much everywhere. So I get a lot of my content from our community, to be honest with you. Kathy says, thank you, Kathy. I appreciate you. It means a lot. Kathy says, Rich is my first place in my ranking of top cannabis YouTubers. Thank you, Kathy. It means a lot. I appreciate you. Mickey says, it looks great. Duarte says, once they get more stores here in Ontario, I'll definitely make videos and send it in. It's ridiculous over here. We have like 4 or 5 stores in Toronto and the GTA. It's going to change, bro. It's going to change in a big way, I promise. Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate you, man. It's true. Yes, it's true. Thank you. Lucky Dog says, GS, he who is not named causing conflict worldwide, also involved in Canadian politics. This is a must know about, friends with Freeland and Trud. Food Comedy says, can I get a Ric Flair? Woo! Woo! It's a Ric Flair woo for you guys. Kathy Martin says, I also go to New Cannabis Ventures for solid professional analysis. Yeah, I mean, New Cannabis Ventures is one of the best platforms out there. I like everybody. I got no hate for nobody. A lot of people think that I should be in competition, and I'm not trying to compete with anybody. I'm just trying to be me and create a platform where the community can come and we can all just have fun, make money. And that's really what, I'm trying to do here. Not trying to compete with anybody. I'm not trying to be better or bigger than anybody else. I'm just trying to be myself, and just excited to just be a part of this. And I feel blessed to be a part of this, be part of this community, be a part of the sector, and to grow with the sector. And I'm excited about it. It's kind of weird for my kids. It's kind of weird for my kids. My daughter's like, Dad, I don't want you being in cannabis. It's wrong. Like, Dad, like, why do you wear these hats? It's wrong, Dad. Meanwhile, my son is like, Dad, can I wear your hat to school? It's cool. My son comes home and goes, Dad, all my friends think you're a drug dealer. I'm like, well, I am in the cannabis business. So, because I have a CBD company, but it's a legal drug now. So there's nothing wrong with, being a part of a legal business, because it's legal. I try to explain it to the kids, but they just don't get it. So yeah, it's different being a part of an illegal business that's turning legal, it's different. But hey, man, I try to explain to my kids, I go, listen, if I was talking about alcohol, would you say it's bad? No, alcohol's worse than cannabis, but it's legal. Well, guess what? Cannabis is legal. So I know you think it's bad because you've been trained since you've been a little kid, think it's bad, but it's legal. And it's only going to become more legal over the next 10, 20 years. So why not get in now in the beginning? Because we're just at the start, So, yeah, it's weird for my kids, they got to deal with the fact that all their friends watch my show and their friends' parents watch my show. And they sit there and they talk about how I'm a drug dealer. Yeah, well, those drugs are legal. So what do you want me to tell you? Lucky Dog says, okay, Rich TV is go to cool. Thank you, Lucky Dog. Uber Forever says EU has given millions of dollars to the government of Morocco to crack down on cannabis. Since I don't know any following to legalize it, especially Morocco is one of the country's leaders in cannabis. Interesting. Food Comedy says, love it, man. Rich TV, place to be. You know who was my favorite wrestler, WWE wrestler growing up? Macho Man Randy Savage. You guys want to hear some Macho Man? Are you guys ready? And hey, shout out to Gary Vee, because Gary Vee is one of my favorite influencers, if not my favorite influencer. And he's one of the reasons why I started this platform and why I post so many videos is because of Gary Vee. Shout out to Gary Vee. Gary Vee is also a huge fan of Macho Man. Are you guys ready to hear my Macho Man? I'd like to share with you guys my Macho Man, but only if you guys want to hear it. Otherwise, I'm not going to do it. Kathy says, Daniel Prunk is an excellent YouTuber as well. Dylan Fraser. You want to hear it, Dylan? Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. This is the Macho Man Randy Savage. Ooh, yeah. I had to do it, man. Shout out to Gary Vee, man. Hope you watch it, Gary. I did that for you, bro. System Deadlock says, is HARV present in Illinois and Michigan? Great question. Anybody know? Lamont Blanc says, I am not schmuck not to see the charts of the most cannabis stocks, and those companies have a little people working for them. It's just the start in the cannabis sector, folks. This is just the start. Kathy says, this industry will be in the business programs of the future. You can already go to university now to learn how to grow cannabis. Like, that's how crazy this is getting. Dylan Fraser says, old school thinking. Kathy says, so much to be learned. Ramdat says, ravishing Rick Rude. Ramdat says, let's hear it. Lucky Dog says, let's hear it. Did you guys like it? Ramdad says, LOL, stick to stocks. You didn't like it? I thought it was pretty good. Sonia Aversa says, I am part of the NICI group paid membership, focus on cannabis, news reports, analytics, alerts, etc. The other favorite is Matt McCall. Past summer, he recommended Kern, bought at 10 US, sold at 65. Good work. I know Matt McCall. System Deadlock says, Illinois, Michigan, legal today. Wow, that's big. That's big. Mitchell Lucas says, people say you are a dealer because they are jelly that you don't have a 9-to-5. I have never had a 9-to-5. I've never had a 9-to-5 since I was like, I have not had a 9-to-5 since I was a teenager. To be honest with you, I've not had a 9-to-5 since I was a teenager. I know it's crazy. Or maybe 20 was my last 9-to-5. Keith Porter says, did anyone mention the store foot traffic for Aurora? Yeah, I think the foot traffic wasn't the greatest. There was times it was busier than others, but it wasn't spectacular. It was average. But I think that that's pretty standard for a new store, because what happens is people will come into the store, they get to know the store, and then every time they run out of product, they go back to that store. So the foot traffic will get bigger and will get better over time. Phil Straub says, that's a joke. Going to school to learn how to grow. I'm telling you, it's real. You can literally go to British Columbia colleges and universities now to learn how to grow and learn about cannabis. There's cannabis programs that you can take in school now. I'm not kidding. Lorenzo Camez asks, Rich, how was the legal herb you picked up? Actually, it was pretty good. I have a couple friends over here. Of course, I never test these myself, right, guys? I'm just here for education, entertainment purposes. We're very professional here. So this is the THC Biomed. This actually, from what I heard, smokes really good, very smooth. $25 for 3.5 grams for this package. And this is the Tilray. It's called the Batch. This is owned by High Park Holdings Limited, which is a Tilray subsidiary. Can you guys see that? It's kind of blurry. This is a Tilray subsidiary. This is also $25 for 2.5 grams. Had some friends over. Definitely helped them go to sleep. They pass right out. But yeah, so far everyone's happy with the licensed LP product, to be honest with you. I haven't had any complaints. A lot of people say that the black market's better, but I don't know if I agree with that anymore. I think that the licensed LPs are catching up. I really believe that they're catching up. And it's just a matter of time until they pass them, as far as I'm concerned. Because, you know, it's just like anything, right? Just got to give it some time. Give it some time to develop. Sudeep says, will ACB share be red or green in Monday? Throw up a coin, man. I don't know. Probably green, because everyone's going to be talking about this new store. I mean, we've been circulating videos. Probably going to be green, but you never know. Depends on what the news is. News can change in an instant. This week, the FDA said that they want to see lab testing for CBD stocks, and CBD stocks took a big hit. All the cannabis stocks did. I think that that news is going to really have a big effect on the market. Kathy Martin says, I see that spike in stock price of HARV end of day. System Deadlock says GRWG IPO on Monday in the AM. Yes, so Grow Generation Corp, one that I've been talking about a lot, GRWG, will be on the NASDAQ as of Monday. So congratulations to Grow Generation Corp. They are in the business of supporting all the MSOs in America. So if you're an MSO and you need products, you need lighting, you need soil, you need anything that you need to grow, you can go to Grow Generation Corp stores across America. And that's why I think Grow Generation Corp is going to be an absolute giant. And they are one of the best producers and one of the best performers in the cannabis sector in 2019. System Deadlock says, hope HARV runs. Gail Bella says there's programs in the United States. Yeah, I think there's going to be more and more people that are going to capitalize from the cannabis sector. Cannabis education, CBD education, cannabis training, growing training, becoming a CEO of a cannabis company, cannabis administration. This is all going to become real business. And there's jobs being created and there's schooling behind it now. Lorenzo Camas says, people think growing weed is easy. I laugh at that. I've never grown. You know, I'm not afraid to admit it. I've never grown. And I can't imagine it being easy. I mean, is it easy to grow tomatoes? So if it isn't easy to grow tomatoes, then how could it be easy to grow cannabis? I don't think it's easy to grow anything. I think everything takes time. Wu Dang says, new career 2020. Sonia says, both gurus, Matt McCall and NICI of the cannabis sector, are saying the same thing, like .com days, which people sold out of fear, missing out, making millions. Yeah, I've been saying the same thing since the beginning. Mitchell Lucas says, I have been working almost 50 years. Well, hopefully you can stop soon. Duarte Barrow says, Tilt with revenue of 46 million and a positive EBITDA around 3 million. And this thing is under 50 cents. How? Am I missing something? I never really looked into them. I like Tilt. I think they have a great future. But, you know, they clearly have insider selling. They got toxic debt. There's a lot of reasons why the stocks go down. And it's typically because they have a messed up balance sheet. Dylan Fraser says, products were sold out. All the highest THC was gone. That's why I didn't get any. Highest THC that had left was 19% at $16 per gram. I'll grab some products when they restock. Well, that's good to know. I had no clue they already sold out. That's good. That's very good for Aurora. Phil Straub says, THC Biomed based in Kelowna, definitely undervalued at where they're at. I agree. And they got good product and they've got the cheapest product at the store, at the Spirit Leaf store. This is ISH is the symbol, stock symbol. This is Spirit Leaf. This is the packaging of the store that I go to get these products for you guys. And there's stores that are starting to open up all over the place. And they're holding THC Biomed product. They're holding Tilray product. They're holding Zenabis product, which I've already shown you guys and I've reviewed for you guys. And I will continue to. Like I said, a lot of you guys are cannabis enthusiasts. If you guys go to dispensary, if you have a product, make a little video, turn your phone sideways, send it to me on WhatsApp, and I'll post it. I'll give you recognition. I'll send you a link to your YouTube channel, to your Instagram channel, whatever you want. You know, I want to help you guys grow. And you're helping me grow. I want to help you grow. As a community, we can all help each other grow and be a part of this sector. Kathy Martin says, green on RTI News. Yeah, the Radiant Technologies news I think was pretty good. And that's why I had to bring it to you guys and tell you guys that they're a secret stock pick and an extraction play that I think has a lot of potential. Lucky Dog says, is there anyone here from Kamloops, BC? Store had around 600 people per day last year. Are there more stores in Kamloops now open? Curious how market share has changed. Great question. Kathy Martin says, should benefit ACB stock. Well, yeah, anytime you have a new store, they're going to have more sales. I think it's going to help these stocks. Absolutely. Dylan Fraser says, bought and sold Tilt twice in the last 2 months for profits. Tilt had issues in the past. That's why it's so low right now. Tilt is getting their shit together and now could have great revenue. Great returns. Yeah, I agree with you. I think Tilt has a great future. Kathy Martin says, as well as Spike in Valens and Labs. Those are two of the best right now, specifically in Canada. Two of the best extraction plays in the world in Valens Growworks and Metafarm Labs, and both up big in 2019. Dylan Fraser says, anytime below 50, they are buy, in my opinion. Mitchell Lucas says, it is finally December. Edibles, drinks, vapes, go Ontario. Yeah, we've been waiting. It seems like forever to get the edibles and the cannabis-infused beverages on the shelves, and hopefully we can see them soon. Phil Straub says, 3 stores, 2 illegal, and then down the road in Salmon Arm, 4 legal stores and 2 more illegal. Now they're starting to open up. They'll continue to. Ramdat says there's something going on with HARV and IN. Just find the issue. I like Ianthus. I like our HARV too. I think both of them have a lot of potential. I think the key right now is to find the bottom. System Deadlock says IAN is slow on execution, in my opinion. I think the problem with Ianthus and HARV is they're not profitable. And until they become profitable, they just will not be as good as what people think. Just the way it goes. It's all about profitability right now. Cannabis is for toxic people. Your comment is toxic, actually. That's actually a very toxic comment. That's what I got to say to that. Jimbo says, I agree, Dillon, about tilt. Lorenzo says, NIFTA, really? Haterade, man. Just haterade. Kathy Martin says, IAN is a buy. Check New Cannabis Ventures. Andre says, some analysts say that it's too late for pot stocks. This is ridiculous, as saying that people that got into alcohol end of prohibition in 20s are only ones that made money. I mean, this is just the beginning. We all know this. Kathy, I'm going to make you a moderator. I appreciate you. Thank you for everything you do. So I'm going to add you as a moderator. I really appreciate the positivity. People that are positive can be moderators here. And the job for the moderators is to eliminate the hate. Anyone that is here to hate or troll, has nothing positive to say, just get rid of them. We got no time for them. System Deadlock says, yeah, it's been beaten down enough. So maybe at these levels, just saying they are a bit slow on their execution compared to others. Ramdat says, system, they will be positive EBITDA in 2020. Kathy says, slow is an understatement. I bought at 6. I think anybody that's in the cannabis sector has seen some stocks go down. That's part of being an investor in a new sector. But as quickly as they go down is as quickly as they go up if you're patient. Kathy says, luckily, this was a tiny position. I can average down or wait for a catalyst, but not worried. Good. Don't put all your eggs in one basket in cannabis. It's very, very risky. Dylan Fraser says, Whistler Medical had the highest THC at Aurora at 24% at $62.99 for 3.5 Gs. At those prices, if Aurora is able to sell, Aurora is going to make a killing. That's just crazy. Anthony Alvarez says, hey, Rich, what do you think about Bruce Linton joining Vario board? Give them a big uplift in the stock. Yeah, I like it. Absolutely like it. Absolutely like it. Dylan Fraser says, smash the like for our boy Rich. Thank you guys for your 27 likes. We got 49 people here. Can we get our likes game up? I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys. Andre says, we are just in the beginning, first inning of the MJ industry. I agree. I mean, stores are just opening. America's not even legal. Of course, we're in the first inning. Anyone that doesn't think that we're in the first inning doesn't really understand what's up. They don't understand what's up. Kathy says, a spike in RTI will hopefully spill over to Aurora and the other extraction companies. That would be nice. Thank you guys for the 31 likes. I appreciate you guys. Sonia says, Rich, you are speaking the truth. I belong to both NICI and Matt McCall. They are saying the same thing as you, two top gurus of the cannabis sector. Yeah, I mean, it's obvious. You know, I'm going to the LIFT conference and I'm representing the media in January. I mean, this is just getting started. This is my second LIFT conference. You know, it's just getting started. Anyone that thinks that it's not going to get bigger is clearly on another planet and doesn't understand cannabis. If they actually understood cannabis, they would understand that this is just getting started. That's like saying that the UFC was not going to grow 10 years ago. Well, look at the UFC now. Look at the UFC now. Even the UFC is working with Aurora Cannabis too, by the way, just so you know. Kathy Martin says, buy WeedMD next quarter. They have a bunch of catalysts. You know, I was going to go through the WeedMD news, but I just didn't think there was enough interest in WeedMD to talk about them yet. But I probably will do it soon. Very soon. Lorenzo Camis says, NIFTA LOL, lost soul. I'll pray for you. I love you, Lorenzo. Mad respect, bro. I love it. Kill the trolls, guys. Kill the trolls. Sonia says, this is still the first inning, which people have to understand. This is not a sprint. This is a marathon. Patience will pay off big time. Yeah, last time I looked, people not stopping smoking weed. They smoking more. People haven't stopped taking CBDs. They taking more. People haven't even started drinking cannabis-infused beverages because they're not on shelves yet for another 2 weeks. And people haven't started taking edibles because they're not on shelves yet either for 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks, get ready. Kathy Martin says, lots of love. Thank you, Kathy. Phil Straub says, looked into Tinley, Canadian company, but also in the US, selling drinks already in California. Yeah, Tinley's one to definitely keep an eye on. Mitchell Lucas says, I was talking to a delivery person and they said that maybe have 2 to 3 years left to run. No. This is just getting started. We got decades. Victor says, will ACB be profitable by 2021? I think ACB will be profitable in 2020. Lorenzo Camis says, NIFTA, you're right. I smoked weed. Now I smoke crack and meth. You're so right. I'm sorry. Oh, my goodness. Cannabis is a gateway drug to crack, meth, heroin. Because I know so many people that after they smoke a joint, they put a needle. I know so many people. In fact, I don't even know one. Not even one person that smokes weed and does heroin. I don't know one person that smokes weed and does crack. And I don't know one person that smokes weed and does meth. Not one. Now, maybe I'm just hanging in the wrong circle. I don't know. But my circle has a lot of cannabis enthusiasts, and none of them is doing any of those drugs. I'm just saying. But they smoke a hell of a lot of weed. They smoke a hell of a lot of weed. Dylan Fraser says, I've smoked weed since I was 15 years old. Never, ever, ever have I touched cocaine or crack or any other drugs. I don't do drugs, just smoke and fly. Yeah, and cannabis is no longer a drug because it's legal. Lorenzo Cames says, NIFTA, I'll pray for you today, buddy. LOL. Mickey says, can you buy Aurora merch in the US? I don't believe so. Not yet. But they are working with BAM and they are working with AUSA, so stay tuned. Lucky Dog, Lucky Dog says, love my ganja. Dylan Fraser says, that's old school thinking, Nifta. Think it's time to grow up a little bit. You think? Dan Valletta says, Nifta, shouldn't you be standing at the end of a bridge with your staff? Ooh, damn. Damn, gloves are off. Gloves are off. That was an uppercut. Hook, hook, uppercut, uppercut. Jab, jab, jab. Yeah, I know football's going to start soon. I know. Guys, enjoy your football Sunday. I just wanted to go live and talk about the new Aurora Cannabis store and the members that made the videos. Thank you guys. Actually, I want to give a shout out to Lorenzo. Lorenzo was one of the first. I think, Lorenzo, you were the first member to do a cannabis review on Rich TV Live. Thank you, Lorenzo. I appreciate you, brother. Since then, I've done a couple reviews. And then yesterday, I had two members, Dylan Fraser, who's here. Thank you, Dylan. And Dave, who went into the new Aurora Cannabis store, made videos, sent me the videos, and then I posted those videos for the world to see. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys so much. Let's make this like a daily thing. Like, we got so many members all over the world. I want to see cannabis all over the world. I want to see members sending me videos from all over the world talking about cannabis. And you don't even have to show me cannabis. You could even just send me a video talking about cannabis if you want. I'm cool with that too, because I'm a cannabis enthusiast. I just want to hear your guys' stories. And if you've got products or you got stores that you want to show and you want other people to see, make a video and send it. And we'll put it out there for the world to see. Reefer Aljoin says, dude, football's going to start. I know, man. I know. Lucky Dog says, doobie, doobie doo. Dylan Fraser says, not even one. System Deadlock says, meanwhile, I'm smoking my ganja while dem a use dem LSD. I see them coming. Nicholas Cross says, what's up, crew? How you doing, Nicholas? Lorenzo Camus says, NIFTA, you have the same argument mentality as my old school grandma. Lucky Dog, we are a lively, productive bunch. We sure are. They all say that we smoke weed and it makes us a bunch of zombies, but are we zombies? Or are we just having fun and making money? Dylan Fraser says, don't do drugs. That will F up your life. Kathy Martin says, we need to talk to Keith Richards. There's a lifetime of experience with drugs. That's true. Victor Connell says, I know many people who get drunk and then start looking for cocaine. It's true. I think alcohol is a gateway drug more than cannabis. Definitely. Lorenzo Camus says, it's a plant that has been here longer than all of us. Respect your elders. Remember that. Great point, Lorenzo. You're a scholar, my friend. Great point. Dylan Fraser says, Advil's a drug. You take many of those and it will be your last headache. Yep. It's very true. Victor Connell says, alcohol is a gateway drug. Andre says, alcohol is a gateway to all kinds of problems, unlike weed, that is the elixir of the gods. I agree with you. Oscar de la Hoya style uppercut. Yes. Aurora says, what's up? I hope everyone had a nice Thanksgiving. Mitchell Lucas says, 2 to 3 years for the illegal delivery services. They expect a crackdown at some point. The legal market will grow every year for a very, very long time. I agree. It's going to take a very long time for it to start to go down. It's going to take a very long time for it to slow down. Kathy says, Tylenol is surprisingly very dangerous. Lorenzo says, thank you, Rich. I'll definitely do more soon. Almost time to hit the shop and restock. Thank you, Dylan Fraser, for the ACB review of the new shop. Incredible. And this is the beauty of the people helping the people. This is what makes this community so special. People helping people. People in America can see an Aurora Cannabis store thanks to our community, and then people in America can make a decision about whether or not they want to buy the stock because they've actually seen the inside of a store in another country. Same thing goes for us in Canada. If you guys go to a True Leaf store, if you guys go to an Ianthus store, if you guys go to an HARV store, if you guys go to a Green Growth Brand store in America, I'm not going to see those stores. You guys send me that video. I can share it. Now people in Canada can see those stores. People all over the world can see those stores. Now you're helping people all over the world make better investing decisions. That's the power of community. Kathy says, how many trips to the emergency room are a result of acetaminophen? That's a good question. Jonas Fath says Radiant Technologies a buy. I like Radiant Technologies. I told you guys it was my secret stock pick. I like the news. The news on Radiant Technologies, guys, is that they just did 1.2 million in revenue for the quarter. They just announced on Friday after market. That was record revenue for them. They are expecting in the next quarter to do 10 to 12 million in revenue. That's 1,000% revenue jump in one quarter. I believe that's going to be a catalyst for Radiant. I'm not suggesting it's going to explode just on Monday. I'm just saying in general, put Radiant Technologies on your watch list, put it on your radar. I will not be surprised to see it jump on Monday, but you never know. It could go down first before it starts to really explode. But I'm telling you, at some point it's going to explode, because when you see the revenue go to 1.2 million, and that's record revenue, and then they report a guidance saying that they're going to do 10 to 12 million next quarter, that's 1,000% revenue jump. That's going to be a catalyst. It has to be. So I don't know exactly when it's going to jump. I will not be surprised to see it jump Monday, but I also wouldn't be surprised to see it go down first and then jump. So keep it on your watch list. Keep it on your radar. Expect big things from them on Monday. Radiant Technologies. Also, Grow Generation Corp is going to be on the NASDAQ on Monday as well, GRWG. Kathy Martin says, anyone else going to lift? Well, I'll be there. I'll be representing the media. So I'll be there. So if any of you guys are there, I'd love to hang out with you guys there, maybe interview you guys there, do some videos with you guys there. It'll be a lot of fun. Dylan Fraser says, I would love to see the MedMan store in USA. I would love to see Planet 13 in Vegas. Any MSOs in the States would be great to see. Yeah, and I would love to see the Mike Tyson Ranch. Lorenzo Camus says, I found Lord Jones products in Los Angeles at Sephora. A little pricey, but I will be going back to check what they have in detail. Amazing, brother. Thank you for your feedback. Kathy Martin says, Tylenol wrecks your liver. Andre says, maybe one day Canopy will invent a kind of weed that will smell like roses. Then weed smokers will be welcomed everywhere. That's a good idea. I never thought about that. Reefer Aljoint says, I've met people all over the world who don't have access to the news we have in the United States. I got tired of answering their questions, so I just pushed every damn article I find on Twitter now. I know, and I really like your Twitter channel, Reefer Aljoint. Guys, go and subscribe to Reefer Aljoint on Twitter. I appreciate you, Reefer. I appreciate all of you guys for being here. Thank you for joining me on your Sunday. I'm going to say goodbye now. Have a great Sunday. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to be hanging out watching football all day with my kids and with my friends, okay? If you guys have any videos, if you guys go to a dispensary, if you guys do a review, if you guys want to make a video of the dispensary, if you want to interview someone, you want to talk about cannabis, send it to me. If I like the product you send me, if I like the video you send me, make sure you put your camera sideways, okay? If I like the video you send me, I'll put it on YouTube. You've got a social page. You want me just to give you a shout out. I have no problem doing that, guys. So thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Love peace and harmony. I love green gold. I love this plant. And I love you guys. You guys make this all possible. You guys are making my dreams come true. Hopefully all of your dreams come true. This is your boy Rich from Rich TV Live saying, have a sensational Sunday. Okay? I'm going to do some more research and analysis on the products. Maybe do some more reviews. Maybe go to a couple more stores. So stay tuned. Get your popcorn ready. This is your boy Rich from Rich TV Live. And I'm out. Peace. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Lorenzo, for all the videos and the reviews. I appreciate you guys so much. And like I said, if you guys send me the videos, I'll post them. Dream team, guys. We're a dream team. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Enjoy your football. Enjoy your cannabis. And remember, don't drink and drive. Don't smoke and fly. Okay? I'm out.